Then get up, get dressed, before work's off my list. What's left to do, just guess. It's you, my favorite, but I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. When the day's gone, we've only begun. That's the best part, when we get it on. I'm addicted on denying it, cause you don't cross my mind, you live in it. I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are looking at Path of Exile 2 strats. This one's a slight variation on the Bluff Tower farm. It's really simple to do. There's no setup at all. You've just got to find a Bluff Tower and not complete it in order to keep doing this strat. So the variation is we're going for more pack size and more rares on the Atlas tree, which does turn out to be a solid strat. It's low investment, even if you have to roll a few of your own maps, or if you have to buy a couple. They're not much at all. Then you're just upping them with a few more exalt yourself. So it's a couple of exalt per map. If you find them yourself, what's that, 4 exalt per map investment if you buy them purely yourself. And even if you do that, which this isn't what the strat's about, but if you do want to do that, you'll still make money back and it'll be less, time spent finding maps. But during these maps that we ran, we found about 8 tier 15 maps that came back already instilled, thanks to the Simulacrum Atlas passive, which I'll go through in a minute. So it's pretty low investment, it's low brain power. If you do it with a mate, you get the increased chance of extra loot, and it's quite a fun little co-op strat. So we got 13 divines-ish back. I didn't count absolutely everything. There's loads of gumball currency, but it's all really easy to liquidate on this one, which is really nice. And we split it 2 ways, so it was about six divines, 6.5 divines each for an hour of just farming on this one. It's pretty consistent. We ran about 100 maps with a similar Atlas setup, and it was all pretty consistent. So we had, in one run, 1 hour run, we got sort of like 6 raw divines, 1 perfected jeweler orbs, multiple simulacrums, loads of other bubblegum currency. So it's pretty good. So the Atlas tree, it is mandatory to get at least 2 simulacrums out of the way. Again, if you've got a friend, it makes it a little bit easier. There are carry runs and whatnot that you can find if you can't do it solo. Waystones found in your maps have 20% chance to have random instilled emotions. So this is a big one. It means that 1 in 5 maps that drop are going to have these instilled emotions, and that's the maps that we're going to use to run. And then the other perk is just 100% increased stack size of splinters from non-unique monsters. So I've got the extra points, which does squeeze out as much as you can from this, but I think the first 2 points are mandatory. And then looking at the main Atlas tree itself, so a slight variation, but we're basically going for more monster pack size. 1 rare is duplicated, 5% extra rares, 15% extra rares, so it's quite a lot more focus on actual pack size increase, more magic monsters, 1 or 2 additional modifiers on rare or uniques, extra quantity of the waystones, 20% chance to be a tier higher, 20% chance of, 20% increased quantity of waystones, and then increased quantity and rarity elsewhere. So no focus on tablets, we're not doing anything like that. It is just go into the tower, drop a map, so we want everything to be quantity, rarity and pack size based. Okay, the only other thing I'd say is that I have 100% rarity. Item rarity is good, but it's not something you want to compromise on your build, so you don't want to go too much over. Probably wouldn't recommend going too much under that. 100 is a good sweet spot. When you get to the map, when you find a bluff, what you want to do is get this map with distilled with emotions, Pop it on. You can even use the cheap ones like I mentioned earlier to bump that up and transform a normal T15 into this. Chuck it in. Once you press traverse, you'll get into the map, and you don't want to complete it at the end in order to keep continuously being able to run the bluff map. Okay, so the loot breakdown then. You can see what we've got here. There's a load of bubblegum currency. Mainly it's 4 divines, 2 perfected jeweler orbs, 2 stellar amulets, which I did sell during this video, 150x each, so 300 for the 2, 3 simulacrums, loads of splinters, about 140 splinters, 126 raw exalt, 54 vials, alchemies, chaos, you know, loads of other bubblegum currency. So I'm trying to set up some sales for some maps here as well. They could be like 2 exalt each for the cheaper tiers, but we were just running the higher tiers. I didn't sell those, I just ran them during this, and loads of tier 14 and 15 maps. So I just haven't put into the calculation. I've mainly just calculated the higher value stuff, which is around about 12.5 divines. So it's a pretty solid run, low investment, really good as a co-op strat. You can probably do similarly if you do it solo and you've got a good build, but I was just looking at some extra loot for duo and something fun to do with somebody that you know. If you did find this strat useful, you know, let me know below in the comments, give me a like, it really does help encourage me to do more. And yeah, let me know if you've got any other juicy strats. We're going to probably be doing something a bit heavier next time for a video. Probably going to be looking at tier 15, tier 16, but with a full tablet setup. Takes longer to set up, but it's probably going to be much better for rewards. So yeah, watch this space.
Then get up, get dressed, before work's off my list. What's left to do, just guess. It's you, my favorite.